Speaking as the #1 consumer of coffee worldwide, I'm here to tell you that this sacred elixir is full of great power and magic. Let's get into it. If you've ever experienced your morning cup of coffee hitting just right and blasting away the clouds of apathy and fatigue with a bolt of energy and optimism sent straight from Mount Olympus, then you already know that I'm serious. The spirit of coffee has mighty sorcery. In fact, the modern world probably only exists thanks to the powers mankind has borrowed from it. Back in the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries, coffee houses were where everyone with a new idea went to talk things through extremely rapidly, with every other manic new addict in town. The famous French novelist and playwright Honoré de Balzac apparently drank about 50 cups of coffee a day. He also died of heart failure at 51 years old, so the ideal number of daily coffees is probably less than 50. All those guillotine-happy Enlightenment-era French philosophers also loved plotting over a brunch coffee house meetup. And in England at the same time, coffee houses were nicknamed penny universities, since I guess the coffee was pretty affordable and the talk was free. Patrons would spend hours getting shakier and shakier while discussing society, physics, celebrity gossip, the best ways to oppress the Irish, economics, and all kinds of other fascinating topics. Back then, women were often excluded from coffee houses because I have no idea why, but they probably had some opinions on why all the men were profusely shaking, sweating, and writing pamphlets about geology until 5 a.m. like lunatics. The spirit of coffee is probably benevolent, even though trusting it too deeply could send you spiraling into a panic, rage, insomnia dimension, where the very walls seem to be talking and saying disrespectful things that you do not want to hear. But it's probably benevolent because drinking coffee seems to actually be genuinely good for your health and well-being, which is pretty different from some other stimulating substances. According to a legend, coffee first revealed itself to mankind when a 9th century Ethiopian goat herd notices goats eating some interesting red berries, then losing their mellow nature, running and jumping around like crazy, visibly loving life, and probably recording videos for social media. Coffee houses spread from Ethiopia and throughout the Islamic world starting in the 15th century. They became a staple part of European civilization in 1683, when a Christian coalition led by Jan Sobieski of Poland smashed the Ottoman forces who were laying siege to Vienna and took all of the goods that they had brought with them, including lots and lots of coffee. In unrelated news, the first Viennese coffee house did open that same year. We all take coffee for granted because it's everywhere, but the beans of this unassuming plant are a psyche-transforming spirit helper of mankind and have probably influenced the consciousness of our world more than we know. Anyway, I've had way too much coffee today, so I'm going to go scream into the abyss for a while. Catch you next time.